women. The UK court has just decided what the definition of a woman is, and it's based on biological sex and excludes transgender people. How dare they? How dare they come up with an answer that has been the same for the past 5 billion years, and then now they decide to do it in a court? It's disgusting, and I fucking can't stand it. I'm with you, trans people. We will get your pitchforks, get your katanas, get your baseball bats. We will strike back. Now, obviously, I don't give a fuck what you are. You can be trans, you can be normal, you can be original, you can be a chimpanzee if you want. Shut up, I don't care. But one thing that I came across while actually doing some research, believe it or not, Nikita's dragging Deez Nutz across your face. Hey, get it? Because she was a man before? No, okay. If you don't know who she is, I didn't know who she was. She is a interesting woman. I mean, look, I don't want to be sort of like judgmental here, but just look at the comparison Harrison. Look, on the left, you would think that is a woman right there, like an original, you know, them old fuckers, not the new, better kind. I mean, she's got a bit of a side boob as well, so she's full-on woman.
How about that side boob? That turn you on? Well, it shouldn't. Because that's my side boob.
I mean, look, I'm not going to say she looks pretty, because then I would get absolutely bum-slapped. But how do you go from A.1, A.2, to fucking that? I mean, there she looks like she's been living in a meth house for the past 12 years. You know what I mean? What has gone on? I don't know, I don't care. Maybe she is into drugs, you can do whatever you want. Oh, she was placed in a men's facility. You know, does she have a penis? Does she have vagina? I don't know, you'll have to ask her, I don't care. But basically, she is a YouTuber, she does makeup, she's done, you know, that sort of scene. She's obviously LGBTQ, very transgender positive, good for her, who cares? She basically is gone a bit loopy. She's gone a bit loopy. She's made, in the past, YouTube tutorials and vlogs and things like that. And she was a big pioneer in the transgender movement. Now, unfortunately, she has kind of bottled it. And by bottled it, I mean she has absolutely destroyed herself here. Any positive outcome that has come from this lady here, in terms of positivity in the LGBTQ, has just been completely ruined. Oh, here we go. Personal life. Draggin has been open about her transition, which includes facial feminization surgery, breast implants, and multiple nose surgeries. Wow. So she's basically fake. She's not real. She's been, you know, completely altered. She's an icon for transgender individuals. I can't comment because I ain't a transgender, nor am I an individual. I am a group of people, and they all live up here.
I am crazy.
She was arrested in 2022, and just the clip is just sensational. I mean, she's got 3.36 million subs. The rumour on the block is she was walking around, basically. They responded to a complaint about a disorderly patron at a hotel in Miami on the November 7th, 2022. She was walking around the pool unclothed, no clovage on, with her nipples out, maybe a cock or a vagina. I haven't worked out which one she is, but as soon as I do, I'll inform you. She was then arrested, and then she was held in a men's unit. So I'm a little bit confused. My personal opinion is you know, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? If you want to transition, you can do whatever you want. I don't care what you do in your life as long as you don't affect me. But the matter of fact is, if you send a man to a woman's prison and he has a penis, I can only imagine some things that could happen. You know what I mean? If you are getting arrested for murder, you've got nothing to lose. What have you got to lose by doing any other crimes? And I'm not going to say what them crimes are, but I'm sure if you're a woman listening, I'm sure you would feel very uncomfortable with that. Maybe we need third, and we'll just call it the riff-raff. Is that rude? I don't know. The riff-raff. I was thinking about Marvel. You know, they call it the raft.
Good save.
You know what I mean? Riff-raft. Not riff-raff, we'll call it riff-raff so we don't offend anyone. Actually, no, fuck you, I hope you're offended. She is legally female, and she was placed in a men's unit, which is extremely disturbing and dangerous. Decision was made by Miami County Corrections Department, directly violates their protocol, which mandates that transgender inmates are classified in a house based on safety, needs, and gender identity. I would argue putting a man in a woman's prison is not, you know, considering anyone's safety. So she was walking around with her, you know, privates out, whatever it might be, completely naked. She had a bit of a fit. She could do, and this is how they arrested her. She starts weeing on the officers and just pissing on them like some sort of crack fiend.
Sorry, you're gonna stay like that, bro. Okay. I'm gonna fight you, put your friends out. I can't believe I'm just having to stay here with my
Okay, well, there we are. We have confirmation. Breaking news. Nikita Draggin, the woman transgender lady who was a man 20 years ago, actually has a penis.
Mystery solved.
Crazy. Who would have thought? So she wants to be a woman but hasn't, done the full hog. I always find that a bit confusing. You have to commit. You can't just sort of It's like, here's the line. You're like tiptoeing. Pick a fucking side, bro. You're either Team Cap or Team Iron Man. You know what I mean? You're either a Stormcloak or you're an Imperial scum. Choose wisely. You know what I mean? You are one of these sides. And this is the only thing that kind of, come on, you know what I mean? Like, you're a trans woman, but you have a penis, and then you're confused as to why you're put in a men's jail.
Of course your tiny brain is confused.
What? Like, how have we come to this? Like I've said many times, I'm not trying to stir the pot and say something that's controversial. If you want me to call you a woman, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But you have a penis and you're confused as to why they've put you with men. I think the real problem is people who are getting confused by that. And I think, I don't know what's confusing about that.
Officers leave the room momentarily.
Pissed.
And
Like, what's she
seconds
doing?
later, Nikita performs another foul act of defiance.
Oh no, I have to pee. Here I go. Oh no.
Oh, fuck. Mate, she's got some yards on that, bruh.
A short time later, officers return to a...
Once she's fully released and her balls were empty because she, has a penis, but she's a woman, though, a woman with a penis, which is fine. Then they come in and arrest her. The poor guy's got to stand on her fucking piss. I mean, these officers do not get enough cash to deal with women who have penises who are trying to piss on them. You know what I mean? And I am no fan of a policeman, all right? They're never there when you need them and they turn up when you don't want them.
You're preaching to the choir, sister.
But my God, do I feel sorry for these gentlemen and ladies here.
Nikita out of the station and into a transport van bound for the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center.
What a cool fucking voice. Correctional Center. Oh, side boob. Do you like this side boob? Well, you shouldn't, because it's my side boob. I love that episode. So she was basically done for indecent exposure. I mean, to run around a hospital with your knob out when kids are probably around, I think is just irresponsible. She, whatever positivity she ensued on the LGBTQ plus minus and divided community, well done. But you have completely nuked that. It is dissipated. You have people, and it's like this. Oh, you can't take one person's actions and spread it across a whole community. Of course you can't, dum-dum. Well done of speaking and thinking sense. But it's like when people say, I hate white men because they stole my calculator in third grade. I don't know why I went third grade. Sorry, my fellow Brits, but you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? You can't judge a whole community. I get that. But what is she doing? This is weird. She has a penis peeing and she's walking around. Imagine if you're a little boy, right, or a little girl, any just a little that, whatever you fucking want, okay, whatever you want, okay, and you're with your kids swimming, wee, and then you see, sort of the sun behind him, sort of like, I don't know, superhero style in the sky. The camera pans up, legs, two ball sacks on a cock. You go, oh my God, what is this? And you keep going, it's like, two boobs? Like, what the fuck is this shit right now? Am I playing Cyberpunk? What is going on? Speaking of Cyberpunk, we're going to be streaming. If you've made it this long, then you must not find me slightly tolerable. Stay tuned, homies. I'll be streaming this weekend. Easter. Whoop whoop. Jesus Christ, my homie. You know what I mean? And you saw this woman, and we'll call her a woman because I'm respectful, two balls and a cock, and then two boobages. And you're like, hang fire a moment. What is it? What is this specimen that I've come across? It would send you doolally. So she got arrested because she had a chode, or maybe a massive, I don't know, a fucking 6 foot longer. Not likely though. Who'd want to get rid of it anyway? Not the problem. Then she's put in men's facility. Do you think that's right? I think I'm gonna lay my cards flat here. I think if you have a penis, you should be in a men's jail. Now, changing rooms are different. I don't believe anyone other than an original OG, old-fashioned woman, chromosome style, should be in a woman's change room. That's me personally. I've got little nieces, and the thought of a man wearing a skirt and pretending he's a woman generally makes me slightly scared. But that is just because there's a few bad apples. A bad apple spoils the whole orchard. You know what I mean? So I can understand and see why people would not agree with that. You know what I mean? I'm not some bigoted bummer who is just like, fuck these guys, get them gone. No, I believe everyone should be happy, and if you think that makes you happy, then go ahead, okay? I don't care. What do you guys think about this situation here? I think she's clearly got some, problems upstairs. To just start peeing with police officers, I think that's just nuts. Nuts to butts to klutz. I don't really have anything else to say other than this is just a weird story. It's confusing how she has a pair of, boobages and then a schlong as well. That's why you're never going to win. Whatever you do in this whole transgender, argument, no one is ever going to be 100% happy. There is no winning. You know what I mean? There is no winning. And you could argue that's the same with everything in life. All right, I'm not a philosophical genius. I'm just a fucking genius. No, you know what I mean? I just can't see how this ends well for everyone. Now, so I've seen people say trans women are women, and I have to say I disagree. To me, a man and a woman, you can't swap, but you're a trans woman, I'm happy to call you a she. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. You can't change DNA, or at least is that, you fucking bigot, racist piece. No, it's not that. I'm literally like saying I agree with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be a man, I'll call you a man. If you want to be a woman, I'll call you a woman. I don't care. But the fact is, you can't change your genes. And I ain't talking genes on your legs, I'm talking GENES, your proper DNA, son. But if you want to be called a she, roll on, son. Roll on. I mean, roll on, daughter. I don't know, it doesn't make it sound weird. Roll on, lass. Anyway, I've talked too much. I don't want to cause any trouble here. I'm not trying to sort of stir the pot. I'm just expressing this video, which I thought was quite hilarious and funny timing that it gets released when, this whole UK court stuff comes out. Anyway, this is long enough. If you stayed this far, you're a true human being who has managed to put up with my nonsense, so thank you. Guten Tag. Guten Bye. I don't know what goodbye is in German. Yeah!